Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Let's Read. Today, we are going to be picking up back with Stand Still, Stay Silent by Minna Sundberg. When we last left off, our group of Scandinavian scavengers have finally gotten together and are about to take off on their expeditionary adventure into the silent world, filled with infected monsters, mutations, and trying to find books in order to make money. So for those that weren't here, which is most of you, the story up to this point was just establishing the whole world. Essentially, there has been a gigantic plague. Stop me if you've heard about this. There was a gigantic plague that swept across the whole world, as far as we know, and all of the Scandinavian places were hit very hard. It's when people became sick, they had to be hospitalized and quarantined, and the world did not know what to do. And this takes place many generations after the fact, and the whole world has started to regroup, and the few Scandinavian countries have decided to try and band together. Have been trying to fight off against the monster mutations that have spawned from this plague in order to regain the lost world. That is what the silent world is. Basically, cities and towns that have been were overrun by the sickness plague, and yeah, very bad, very bad. You have to send cleansers in to burn everything down, much like the thing. And yes, our group of people here are trying to find books because books are worth a lot now for any old archives. But until then, to join us on this intrepid journey is our good friend David Aragon.
I am not your friend.
Well then, fuck you.
I
Is that
was
why
talking
you're
to the
not in?
audience. Amazil, I was talking to the audience. You and me, we're good friends.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is that why you're not in that many shows?
Well, who else is joining us?
Well, I'm glad you asked. Also joining us is good man Naira.
What's up?
Yo. Our ever-present Stanton High.
Hey everybody, stoked to be back and happy to get into this adventure of a post-pandemic world. I wonder what it's like.
Now, we haven't really heard about Scandinavia in this last 2 years. They probably are doing well. Or they have, maybe this is reality. Maybe they have fallen into worse times and we just didn't know about it.
Nah.
But if you couldn't tell by that feminine chuckle, we are also joined by a special guest, Cav.
Hey, thanks for having me. Hope to have fun tonight.
Yeah. And also, we have a new guest in the Magic 8 Ball. One Invincible. Yes. Like the character.
Okay, I'm just watching because I like comic books. Yeah.
Anyway,
Continue.
let us start.
But gross.
Hey, you. Tori, wasn't it?
Yes, that's me.
How old were you again?
Oh, I
Like 16?
She's 21.
Oh, good. And here I've been thinking that you were some kid with barely any experience at all. I'm glad I am wrong.
yeah. But what about you?
What about me?
With your background. I've been wondering how someone with so much experience would end up on a job like this.
End up? Honey, I didn't end up anywhere. Who wouldn't want an opportunity like this? Me being chosen was simply a matter of being an outstanding warrior.
And that's why I need to borrow someone from your troops.
Of course. Anything for you, Trode. Who would you like? You deserve the very best after all you've done to serve our great country.
Anyone will do. They're likely to be the most competent one of the crew regardless.
Nonsense, I insist. Take your pick. We can easily spare you one of our captains now that troll hunting season is over. And after the summer we've had, it'll be like a relaxing vacation for them. I wouldn't even be surprised to see someone volunteer.
Actually, I would.
Me! I volunteer! I want to go pick me, Dad! Cav, you be the mother. No. Mom! Dad! Mom! Me!
Indoor voice, sweetie.
Dad!
Alright, Sigarin gets to go.
Yes! Aw, not fair. I would have liked the vacation trip too. Well, maybe next time you'll show some initiative and at least raise an arm or something. And so Uncle Tron saw that I was the most best out of everyone there and chose me. Now, this one here is someone old Tron knew from his international stints. I've personally only known him for a couple of days, but I heard he's been assigned to all sorts of neat tasks over the years. Poor guy's been out of a real job for a while now, though. He spent the last couple of years, Hey, Mikkel, did I ever ask you what you were doing before you were invited to join my great team?
You didn't.
Oh, well, knowing you Danes, you were probably wasting your days milking cows and washing pigs, right? Am I right? Am I? Right?
You are correct.
Yeah, so that's his story.
I don't like the look of this bridge.
Really? I think it looks pretty decent. Not even that badly eroded. I'd say, good job whoever was in charge of maintenance. Never mind, I take back what I said. Bad job! Awesome, we're going to drown in the tunnel.
Don't be a pessimist, Sigrun. It's drained every year when the gate on the other end is secured. Enjoy the tunnel while it lasts. It'll be our last safe haven.
And now you are dreaming. You are now in the spirit world. I should mention, this world, with the plague came magic. And so, yeah. And specifically, Lali and his cousin are all able to channel their magic in their dreams and go into their own special world, which we get to see here.
On it! On it! On it!
Oh no, I don't like where that's going. It's too big for him to handle. Oh my god. It's another ambiguously gendered person.
What?
Hello?
And now we get to see more monsters. Because the monsters are also spirit based. And so they are able to attack the mages in the spirit realm. I don't know what sound effects you're going to use for that, but
Wet dog noise. Weak.
ting.
Is this the end of it? No more tunnel after this?
No more tunnel. We'll be out in the open.
But please don't exit the vehicle before I parked it.
Kronk.
There. Now you can leave.
We should stay in here until morning.
Let's get this gate open! And now, introducing in the Magical 8 Ball, is our boy Caleb Black.
Hello, it's me, your favorite guy.
He's keeping Invincible company right now. Anyway.
Talking about Smash, I mean Melee. Wait, they're the same thing. Yeah.
Hey, what are those names?
Those? It's the ones who fell during the great defeat of Kastrup.
Oh.
Yes, very sad. Emil, my right-hand warrior, lend me your strength.
All right. Wasn't there supposed to be some sort of city here?
I'm sure it's out there somewhere.
Ugh. You. Seagram, wait.
Don't be alarmed. This thing has been dead for years.
I wasn't alarmed. I'm grossed out.
Whoa. Is that over there Copenhagen? Or this close?
Not quite. Only the suburb area of Kastrup. If the main city ruins were that close, we could not be loafing around here this late. I suppose the field gives us enough I suppose the field gives us enough cover for now.
Sigrun, do you think we could maybe drive just a little bit closer today? The sun is still up, kind of. Please, 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 can we?
Yes. Sorry, little pal, but no can do. It's getting too dark, and we definitely do not want to be attracting any attention before we've even scouted out the place. Speaking of which, we do need to prepare our first salvage mission. We don't want to be wasting our time driving into too many dead ends or death pits tomorrow. Meaning it's time to send out the scouts.
Really? We had to climb all the way up here just to go right back down immediately?
Slam.
What?
Let's see in front. Morning. So sorry, Lali, but I'm afraid it's work time. Sigrun wants you to find us a proper path into the city. You know, before morning. See the red marks? Those are all locations that could contain a worthwhile amount of books.
And afterwards, a safe place to retreat to and set up camp at. Tell him that. And I want him back around daybreak. We should leave as soon as the sun is up.
So if you could find a couple of alternatives that look reachable and explorable within our one-day range, that would be great.
And explain to him that the lines on the map mean roads.
After that, we need a good retreat spot that we can easily drive to. Well, before dark, I'd hope. And Sigrun wants you to be back around daybreak. That's all.
Okay.
Do you have anywhere you could put this on you?
Don't carry maps.
You should. Do you even know where we are?
I know where we are.
Where?
A weird, scary foreign country.
Clink.
This. You shouldn't have to explore a completely new place in the dark. You'd better do it in the morning. We can wait. I'll ask Sigrun if...
If you're talking to your cousin, you should know that he already left. David.
Oh, sorry. And now?
Well, how about bedtime? Don't know about you, but I enjoy a good sleep before a troll hunt.
Sigrun, should we really let him out alone like this?
You've never worked with a scout before? Being alone is what they do. Even if you offer to tag along, they'll just run away from you, as if you're some crazy lady. Don't you worry, Emil. He'll be back before you even get out of bed. More beautiful landscaping. Wow. Chapter 5. Now we're gonna get into some action. Oh, he's like a cat. Alright, the door is open. You can come in. Scout's back.
Good. Stay put. I'll make sure he's decontaminated.
Thank heavens.
I'm so relieved to...
Stop right there, Turi. Don't remove your mask yet. Got in on himself before he came in.
Oh, come on. What do you think she'll do? Run over and lick the jacket? I'm pretty sure nobody in the history of humanity has become infected just by breathing nearby possibly compromised clothing.
Doesn't matter. It's protocol. It's either this, or we make him stand outside in the sunlight for an hour.
Psst, psst.
Good enough. I'll go get our breakfast off of the oven.
Nothing better than breakfast with a new team. I hope you're ready to decipher your cousin's report for us.
Then I tried to get to this place, but this and that, and those roads are all blocked. This one here has a thing in the middle of it. Our car thing won't fit past it. And that road there was weird. You should cross it off too. In the end, I didn't go further.
If you want my opinion,
I've decided let's go to that place. Spot number 24. What do we have over there?
Let me see. Number 24, community space with small private library. Possibly high value collection, possibly junk. Remember to ask Torbjorn to research more. So, might not be a great place for books, but
No matter. It has a nice exit route. That's what's important. Because trust me, we might need to make a very hasty retreat once me and Emil are done looting the place. Right, buddy?
Right.
Mikhail, try to get a radio call into base. Let them know what's up. That's you, David.
Ah. Mikhail, try to get a radio
No.
call in.
Oh, you say sure.
Sure.
Emil, get yourself ready for action.
Hey, good job.
No, he eats the cookie. I probably should have asked you earlier. Where are you at killing-wise? Ever faced off a troll up close up?
Of course I have. Once. But it was really big.
A giant.
But it was really big. A giant. I punched it right in one of its faces.
Good man. That's the proper way to do it. And insert the screaming voices of all the dead souls trapped in the city. Well,
No luck. The connection around here is atrocious. We'll have to try again from somewhere else.
oh well, then let's go.
aye.
Mm,
Is this from when you people tried to reclaim your land, Mikhail?
Yes, this is as far as we got. These defense mounts here are officially a decade old. They weren't of much use, to be honest. The winter was too mild, and the noise we made clearing the airport nearby eventually stirred too many things in the city. All of our defenses were taken out during the span of a single night.
Wow, yeah. I didn't understand most of that, but what I did understand was so lame.
A lot of good people I knew died.
Oh, right. I mean, no offense.
Hmm.
Did you work here? During the time of the attack, I mean. I know you served in the army around that time, but
Oh no, I did serve here, but I was relocated a week before the fateful day.
that means he was fired, right?
Either way, we're the first humans venturing this far since the dawn of our time.
Yes.
Hmm. Ah,
Man. Yeah, true post-apocalypse.
yes, here we go. Am I driving okay? Should I drive slower? You know, to make us less noticeable?
Nah, this is fine. Drive as fast as you can and try to stick to the sunny side. The weather is good, cool and crisp. Anything we wake up will be too groggy to leap right out at us. By the time some grossling might get the great idea of trying to attack us, we'll be long gone. Out of sight, out of mind. If something does start following us, me and Emil will jump right out and take care of it. Isn't that right, Emil?
Huh? Yeah.
Come on, let's go open this treasure chest. Crowbar. Great job! You stay there. I'll make sure the place isn't a total death trap. I'll be back in a heartbeat.
Well,
Looks clean enough. I don't see anything that points to a nest. We can carry on. First ground rules. Number 1, we stay together. No wandering off on your own and getting lost in there. Number 2, Firearms are our last resort weapon. A cold blade through the brain is just as effective as any bullet, and most importantly, won't wake up the whole block. If your life really depends on it, sure, dish out some lead, but that also means the gig is up, and we all better start running out and go to the tank. Got it?
Got it.
That's all the rules. Stay together, blade before bullets. Let's go.
I believe I should stay outside.
Oh, good. You think? Yeah, oh, good. You think so too. I wasn't sure if I should bring this up. I mean, you would be useful for carrying whatever we find, but with your size, I'm worried that you'll get stuck in some doorway and block us from getting back out.
Yes. Thank you for your concern. I personally think someone should stand guard. Someone should stand guard out here and also keep Turi company.
Great. So we have many good reasons to leave you out here. Glad we got that resolved. Bye now.
Let's get that bandage off. We wouldn't want you to be distracted by it in there.
Off? You think that's wise? It's only been on for a day. I really don't want to risk cancer.
Bruises don't cause cancer.
Uh-huh.
I made that up. It was a joke.
Why? It's not a joke if it's not funny.
Well, I was amused.
It wasn't funny.
Hmm.
Ugh.
What?
Smells a little funky in here.
I smell gross mold out. I smell gross mold old house. Is that what you smell? Gross moldy old house?
Maybe. I don't really know what that's supposed to smell like. I haven't exactly spent much time inside any of those. Sigrun, I found some.
Careful, that's practically money in your hands. You broke it! You hapless ham-fisted Swede!
It was already broken. The whole thing is turned into mush, into garbage.
Looks like you might be right about that. It's all garbage. Mushy, useless, absolutely worthless garbage.
Eh?
Just groan.
We came all the way out here for nothing. It was all in vain.
Oh, you really thought this is it? There's no way one bookcase would ever have counted as a private library. There's got to be more of those in there somewhere. The best junk is always hidden deep inside these sorts of places anyway, away from all that nasty moisture outside. So chin up. I guarantee we'll find some decent enough stuff. Hopefully, stuff without other stuff growing on it. Clump, clump, clump. Ugh.
Huh? Sigrun, we should leave. Let's leave.
No, it's okay. Calm down.
What do you mean it's okay? You saw that, didn't you?
It's nothing to worry about.
How is it not? There's like a ton of dead.
Are you done freaking out now?
Yeah,
Good.
wasn't freaking out.
Look, Emil, that's just something you have to expect from any kind of common spaces. It's not like people crawled out onto the streets to die, but you learn to ignore it. Dead folks aren't dangerous, just kind of sad. And this is why we have our little scout with us. He'll pick up on anything sinister, and as long as he isn't scared, we don't have to be. Does he look scared to you? I'm really asking. I can't tell with him.
No, I think that's just tired.
Good. Just tired is good. Yeah. Jackpot.
You were right. I won't doubt you ever again, Sigrun. Everything looks nice and dry in there.
Move over, and I'll get us inside. Hi. Oh, that's you. Yeah.
I have never been this happy in my life. Oh no, should we pick the...
So.
Oh, so should we pick and choose somehow? A lot of these titles seem a little useless to me.
Meh, books are books. As long as it's not falling apart and has words in it, I say it's good for taking.
Anti-gravity propulsion? These aren't even words.
Yeah, well, it's not our judge, and it's not our job to judge the books. That's what the brainiacs outside are for. All we are supposed to do is carry out what we can find and then call it a day.
Gotcha. What did I just step on?
Whoa, settle down. It's just another dead dude. No need to cry.
Not crying.
Ah, good. Let's haul these precious babies out of here then.
Okay.
Oh, this poor sap. We can empty this whole room before it gets dark. As long as we don't drag our feet, that is. Lolly, don't fall behind. Mikhail, look at what we've got.
I take it you found what we came for then.
Now that's an understatement. Be ready to carry these things around for a good while. We've got plenty more coming. We'll be right back with the next load.
Oh, Mikhail, can I come outside and take a look at the books? Can I?
Not yet.
When?
Once it's safe according to protocol.
That better not mean never.
Sigrun, this is going to take us forever. I really think we should take Mikkel with us. I bet he could carry this all at once if we gave him a bag. Then we just follow him around and protect him.
I don't know. I just feel like these old world buildings are so incredibly cramped. He'll topple everything over in the hallways. All right, fine. Let's take him with us next time we're outside.
Sigrun? I'm pretty sure he's scared now. He was freaking out at the hole in the wall.
Uh,
Do you see anything?
he might have got a visitor.
Might have. You're not certain.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Poor choice of words. We've definitely got ourselves a visitor.
We should
Yep, we really should.
leave?
Kill it dead. Come on, it fits into an air vent. Can't be bigger than this. Puny little bastard. And you don't really want to leave all this behind, do you? Finds like these are rare, you know. Do you want to leave?
No. I don't want to leave.
Good, it's settled. Now let's go make sure there aren't any nests still hiding further in. If this thing is a lone squatter, it'll be no biggie, easy kill. But we do not want to be juggling more than one of them in a hole like this. Let's split up. Each of us picks one direction to check out.
Excuse me? You said rule 1 was to remain together at all times.
Really? I said that? Well, forget that. I must have had a crazy moment. How would we ever get done if we stayed glued to each other or all the time?
I have some concerns with this arrangement.
Oh yeah, I just figured out the problem too. You stay with Lolly. I bet he doesn't even understand what's going on. We really can't be leaving him on his own.
Oh, ha! Yes, that's exactly what my concern was. Poor guy, all alone. I'll keep him close by. Got to make sure he doesn't wander off and get lost.
We'll meet back here in 15 minutes. I'll take the death room since you were so scared by that place.
Oh, actually, I really appreciate that. Thank you. Alright, Lolly, let's get this done fast so that we can. Lolly? Lolly! Forbenabil Lolly. Fine, I'll go alone. Could be worse. At least I didn't have to go to the death room.
Now we get to see the scale of that room. It was a bar that was made into a makeshift quarantine area.
Oh.
Fucking COVID, bro. This is COVID.
This is the future if we don't stop now. And now we get to see more of the creepy crawlies that makes this our Halloween special. Yeah. The little Swede was right. We should leave.
Well then, time to get out of here. And Lolly better show up because I swear. Lol. I will do it. It's only a puny little thing. I'll crush its neck, chop its face off. I can do it. I have to do it.
Oh, his poor hair. Oh, I hope you're ready to see one of the most scary images in this comic.
Oh,
Dear
good
Lord.
Lord.
Jesus.
Happy
It's-
Halloween, everybody.
It's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Oh my god, those are all eyeballs, I think. Or at least they're round.
Sweet.
Ack! Sigrun, help me!
Sing! That looks like it was straight ripped from Darkest Dungeon, actually. Critical hit and everything. Up! Let's go!
There's one more back there.
Probably a gazillion of them back there. We've got to get out of this dump before they're all slaughtering down our necks.
Wait.
Roll one of thing. Burn it with fire.
Huh.
It ought to do it. Kthum.
Tori!
Fucking idiot. Why did he have to make an explosion?
Well, how else are you gonna beat that thing? I don't think the bullets will do enough.
Yeah, well,
Fuck.
He's the pyro man. He has the explosives.
oh, I know, but they're all gonna start coming after him now.
Well, that's why they have to leave now.
Tori! Start up the engine! We're leaving immediately! Why are there only two of you?
What?
Where's Lolly? Where's Lolly?
What? Where is... We have to go back in and... Lolly!
Crash, action, jump.
You... Oh, okay. You abandoned me first.
Will you be able to find the retreat spot on your own, Tori?
Yes. I think so, yes.
Very well. We'll leave you to it then.
Wasn't that the awesomest? I had my doubts, but there's some breaking in you after all. We'll make you a great team. You and me and the little force mage guy. We'll wreck this old city up real good and take everything we find. What do you say? Are you with me?
I say it's time for us to wind down. Now let's get you out west properly. That is imperative.
Oh, she's Blair Witching in shame.
I'm quite curious, Sigrun. Did you put any informed thought into which books you chose to bring out to me?
Nah, books are books. They're all worth something, right? You just took whatever.
I was suspecting as much. How much do you reckon the book about golf is worth?
I don't know. What's golf?
It's a game.
Like hide and seek?
No, it's a game where one repeatedly hits a small ball in order to get it into a hole in a field of grass.
Oh. Yeah, that does sound kind of dumb, I suppose.
To be fair, these aren't all as bad. This one here, for instance, seems to be rather interesting. I'll definitely need to take a closer look at this one tomorrow.
But that's my job.
Don't fuss, little fuzzy head. We'll go get you more books. Now I've seen what my crew's made of, so I say we go hit the really juicy spots deep in the city next.
Really? You really think those two are ready for that? What I witnessed today came across as very disorganized and impulsive behavior.
Well, yeah, maybe they're not totally up to speed yet, but nobody died. That's a pretty good sign of potential, if you ask me. And from my experience, I'd say we've got a pretty nice setup going for us here. You'll see. As long as we don't get hit by too many curveballs, this'll be great. What's more into the spirit realm? He's getting them gay thoughts. What is it? Is that the ponytail says woman, but the jaw says male? Hmm. Some more documentations about the different types of trolls and where to find them. And we get to see the progression of the plague disease as it started forming. Nasty work. And end of book 1. But hey, that is our first mission done. We made it.
Yay, I
Amazing.
didn't die.
Nobody died.
David didn't
Yes.
die. What the hell?
Play the San Andreas mission complete music.
I think this is the
And
first
people
time
kinda
David has
died.
gone through a reading without
way.
dying.
What? Did
Well-
someone die on the bears?
Well, I couldn't let him play the character that dies. It's a female role.
You got out safe this time.
Hmm.
And
Oh.
that's foreshadowing. Anyway, that is the end of our third episode for Stand Still, Stay Silent. What do you guys think?
I think I need to go back and read
uh,
sections.
I warn you, we did skip a big chunk in the original reading of this, in that we just completely skipped the entire prologue, and you don't really have to read the prologue either. It's just setting up.
I mean, it's only like 250 pages, so I could breeze through that.
Oh wow, Miss fucking reader here.
It's a graphic novel.
It's a graphic
Well,
novel.
there's
You
actually,
can
like-
see the pictures and
Well,
get the
there's actually
dialogue
like
and on you go.
or faux documentation.
You should be able to read a 200-page book in a day if it's not a graphic novel.
Yeah, I can read like I can read a sizable novel in a day.
You say
There's
this,
and everything because I'm all grown up.
However, it takes us like an hour to read 60 pages.
You're reading out loud.
Yeah, but you're reading out loud and you're waiting on people to pick up on their cues and
Yeah,
Like, there's
and
technical
we're also special.
We're acting.
It's true. Sadly,
Yeah, when you read a page, it should take around a minute to read one page of script. That's the rule of thumb.
yeah.
So and
Yeah.
scripts are much less dense than book page.
Yeah. Anyway, Cav, since this is your first time being on this show, how do you feel?
I feel alright. You know, I don't have a lot of experience with acting.
How about the
I feel like it's a stretch for me, but you know, it was fun.
You didn't have too much lines in this one, but that's fine.
Oh my
Yep,
God,
and
what
that
is
was probably the right call.
Nah,
Yeah.
please. I like this. I like this loadout that we have right now.
You did fine.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
You are a very good girl. Voice. Yes.
Thank you for adding the voice part.
Yeah. Hey.
Your voice.
David, I really liked your voice in this one too. How do you
Yeah.
feel? This is actually like one of the more David voices that we've seen.
Right. Yeah, I liked my character, and I really loved the monsters.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a many a variety too. They
And
have
the art. You know,
Oh.
makes me really jealous.
They're
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
If a little, just like 10%, no more than that, but they are a little bit, dare I say, Tumblr-y. But
Yeah, I mean, especially with the braided boy, like he
Mhm.
is pretty Tumblr-y.
Well, they have the easiest way to tell a Tumblr artist is there's a
The
lot of
varying
men.
body shapes.
Well, there's a lot of men that don't exactly read as men.
Mhm.
That
And
is
secondly, it's the nose. It's always the nose.
Mm-hmm.
You can just look at those noses and you're like, yep.
And the collarbones.
When is the Mpreg arc in this one?
hey. Well,
I
there
need to know.
is.
Twinks with chiseled 3D noses is Tumblr.
Or I'll also take anime boys making out. That's an acceptable compromise here.
They don't make out. However, they do become one for a bit. They share the same. They
You telling me they fuck?
They consummate.
they fuck on a spiritual level.
Hmm.
Whoa, that's
That's
deep.
what I always do.
That's that
That's-
good shit.
Caleb knows.
But other than that, Naira, this is also your first time reading Stand Still, Stay Silent. How do you feel?
Well, compared to that other thing that we were reading, this is really good. And I'm
Well-
actually enjoying it. The art is gorgeous.
Way to shit on Out Order of the Stick. That's
I
like
know. Order of the Stick looks almost as good as this. Come on.
Listen. If Order of
Order
the
of the
Stick looked half as good as this, maybe I would tolerate it more.
If Order of the Stick looked half as good as this, he would only have half as many fucking pages by now.
You would have liked Modest Medusa more, Naira.
Probably, yeah.
It didn't look as good as this, but it looked half as good as this.
I don't know what Modest Medusa is.
Bitch, do you not watch our shit? Wow, I am offended.
I don't think anyone on
I've
this
never
server
watched any of this. I'm gonna have to
I
go
am
back and
so
watch.
hurt. All of you
I
are
know.
banned. All of you.
I'm
You're
in
never-
every episode. How am I supposed to watch it? I'm in it. I don't want to sit there and listen to it again.
Listen, Caleb, you have to see the finished product because the difference of what we record to what actually gets put on YouTube is
I'm
very, very different. Like I put a lot of fucking work into the editing on this shit.
Listen, I'll
Yeah, man,
open the
I'm sure.
video and I'll leave it running in the background with the sound turned off. So that you'll get the watch time on the
Viewer.
analytics.
Viewer, you at home, you do the same, please.
It's like Wolfpack's Sleepify tour. Just open the playlist and turn it on while you sleep. Don't keep the sound. Turn the sound off, but just play
Just
all of our
absorb it
videos.
psychically.
Yeah.
Just get the vibes.
Yeah.
Only vibes here.
Anyway, Stanton, how do you feel about this? Now that we finally started to get into the actiony bits of Stand Still, Stay Silent.
Well, I like the suspense, but the build up was kind of a letdown. It was pretty much build up for like one panel of like, oh wow, look at that monster, maybe like a couple more with the action. So it was kind of a letdown to see it just be like, oh, okay, boom, blow it up, gone, out, that was it, on to the move. I know I'm sure it's a long story and all that, but having that be their first adventure and have it be kind of like they get out unscathed, no problem. I was hoping for a bit more. As always, the art is freaking incredible. Like, save the day on every criticism that I could have about this comic is completely offset with the quality of the art. It doesn't matter, man. This could be a comic about like how a dog took a shit one day, and I'd be like, it's probably a pretty good comic when it comes down to it because it looks so damn fucking good. But like, it's not using the art as a crutch by any means. So it's really, really cool comic. I hope we can get into a little bit more action if we do one more episode on this. But I guess that would be up to Amazil. If not, I'm going to be looking at it myself because now that I speak whatever languages they speak, I can follow along. So that's good.
Yeah. Well, I
don't know
mean,
if this has
big-
been brought up in other places, but it really reminded me just jumping into it, of Naushka.
Never heard of it.
Not a clue.
Naushka. It's a Miyazaki movie, one of his early ones.
Ah, that explains it. Weebery.
The
No.
Valley of the Wind, where
Rule
it's
number-
a sort of a post-apocalyptic world where a fungus has basically infected the world, and so there are only little pockets of humanity left.
Oh yeah, The Last of Us. I remember that.
Yes, that one. It's got some of the same imagery, the fungus kind of growing out of people's bodies and stuff.
The Fungus Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
The Last of Among Us.
Yes. I will say, the next few chapters, it's not as there's not so much action. It leans more. It leans a lot more on the world building and character development than just overall action as much, which is quite clear. It's not meant to be a very scary comic. It's meant to be more of an adventure comic. But yeah, although if you want to see tense and suspense, don't worry. They save that for like chapter 10 or 11.
Damn. Okay.
Anyway, till then, this has been Amazil and the boys. It is time to say goodbye, boys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, boys.
Goodbye.
Vaya con Dios.
I was gonna.
Mexican language. Goodbye.
I was gonna say.